I've been looking at the world half blind, seeing shapes but missing truth. Every smile felt rehearsed in time, every promise overdue. I knew the weight of lonely evenings, knew how silence learned my name. But something shifted in the moment when you looked at me that way. I didn't know love had a language that didn't need to speak, till every doubt I carried quietly fell away inside your eyes. When love wore your eyes, I finally understood every fear I'd been believing lost its grip for good. I didn't need a sign from heaven, didn't need to compromise. I learned what love was meant to be. When love wore your eyes. You saw past my careful answers, past the stories I defend. You didn't ask me to be stronger, you just let me be the man I am. Your gaze held something steady, like it wasn't going anywhere. And for the first time in forever, I didn't brace for what came next. I didn't know how safe it felt to finally be seen. When love wore your eyes, every wall came down. All the nights I'd been surviving lost their sound. I'd known love that looked like fire, burned bright then passed me by. But this one stayed and taught me faith. When love wore your eyes. Time may change the way we see things, add a little gray to blue, but some truths don't fade with distance, they just learn how to live in you. If the world grows loud and restless, if my courage starts to slide, I'll remember who I was becoming in the way you looked at me that night. When love wore your eyes, I became more than before. Not fearless, not unbroken, just open at the core. If this life keeps turning pages, if the answers pass me by, I'll walk on knowing what love is. Since love once wore your eyes.
Tried to wake up from the feeling, told myself it wasn't real. Said some dreams are meant for sleeping, some are safe and not to feel. But every night it found me waiting, every dawn it followed through, like my heart already knew the truth before I ever knew you. I kept telling myself to move on, to loosen my hold somehow, but hope has a way of staying when it knows what it's about. It was a dream that wouldn't let go, no matter how hard I tried. Every road I took away from you led me back inside. I've known wishes that faded in daylight, promises that broke, but this one lived inside my breathing, a dream that wouldn't let go. I see you in the smallest moments, in the way the evening falls, in half-heard songs on the radio, in shadows on the wall. I've lived new days, I've met new faces. Still something pulls me slow, like the best part of who I'm becoming is something you still know. I didn't know how deep it ran till I stopped pretending. It was a dream that wouldn't let go, through the calm and through the pain. Every time I thought I'd lost it, it called my name. I've known love that lived on hoping, then learned how to say no, but this one stayed and kept on believing, a dream that wouldn't let go. Time may try to rewrite the ending, turn the gold into before, but some dreams don't want conclusions, they want something more. If the world asked what I held on to when the nights felt cold and slow, I'll say I held on to becoming who I was in that dream. It was a dream that wouldn't let go, and I'm not sorry now, not because it always found its way, but because it showed me how to want something honestly, to love without control. I learned who I was meant to be from a dream that wouldn't let go. I keep your name in quiet places where the nights don't ask too much. The hallway light still leans the same way, like it's waiting for your touch. I I've learned how to live with absence, how to let the days move on. But some rooms don't forget the echo of the love that once belonged. I told myself I'd made my peace, that time had healed the tone. But there are parts of me still listening for a voice that felt like home. I was a heart you once called home when the world was hard and wide. When you needed somewhere safe to land, you stayed inside. I don't ask you to remember or to come back through that door. I just carry who I learned to be as a heart you once called home. I see you in the smaller moments, in the way the evening falls, in songs that never say your name, but somehow know it all. I've loved again, I've tried to grow, I've learned to stand alone. But nothing ever fit me quite the same as when I was your home. I didn't know how deeply love could stay, even when it's gone. I was a heart you once called home, before the distance came, before the nights grew heavier and nothing felt the same. I've known love that came and vanished, left no trace to hold. But this one shaped the man I am, a heart you once called home. Time doesn't erase what mattered, it just teaches hearts to hold. Turns the ache into a quiet truth that never really grows old. If the world asks what I believe in, when the nights feel long and cold, I'll say I believe in loving fully, even when you let it go. I was a heart you once called home, and that still means something now. Not a promise, not a regret, just a truth I'll allow. If this life keeps moving forward, if I walk this road alone, I walk it stronger for having been a heart you once called home.
I've been walking through the evening with one eye on the door. Used to love that came in flashes and asked for nothing more. I kept my heart in moving shadows, never letting dawn arrive. I called it freedom, called it distance, just a way to stay alive. I thought all light was temporary, something bound to fade away. Then you stood there calm and patient, and the night began to change. You were a light that learned to stay, not a spark that burned and ran. Every fear I'd been believing, lost where it began. I didn't feel the moment turn, I didn't hear it say my name. I just felt the dark grow smaller with a light that learned to stay. You didn't rush the way I trusted, didn't ask me to explain. You just stayed right where you found me, through the doubt, through the rain. Your hand was warm, your voice was steady, like it knew the road I'd been on. And for the first time in forever, I stopped waiting for it all to be gone. I didn't know how tired I was till the night felt kind. You were a light that learned to stay when everything felt unsure. All the nights I'd been surviving didn't feel like wars. I'd known love that chased the daylight, then vanished with the flame. But this one stood its ground with me, a light that learned to stay. Time may test the ground beneath us, try to bend what we've begun, but some light doesn't fear the darkness it was built to overcome. If the world grows cold and restless, if my courage drifts away, I'll remember how I learned to breathe in a light that learned to stay. You were a light that learned to stay, and I changed a little too. Not fearless, not unbroken, just finally seeing through. If this life keeps moving forward, if the nights still feel the same, I'll walk on steady, not alone, with a light that learned to stay.
Never stood in the spotlight, never asked the world to see. We found our truth in quiet corners, where it was just you and me. Every word felt gently chosen, every touch learned how to wait. We didn't rush the shape of love, we let it find its pace. I'd known love that needed daylight, that demanded proof and sound, but this one learned to breathe in silence, where nothing chased it down. It was a love that grew in soft shadows, out of reach of doubt and fear, not the kind that burns too brightly, then disappears. No promises carved in stone, no need to show how strong it was. I learned what real love felt like, in a love that grew. Soft shadow. We talked about the weight of living, about scars we didn't claim. You listened like the past was finished, like it didn't get to stay. Your hand resting close to mine said more than words could do, and I felt every guarded part of me finally trust the truth. I didn't know how safe it felt to not be seen but known. It was a love that grew in soft shadows, where the noise couldn't survive. All the nights I'd been surviving, learned how to feel alive. I chased sparks that needed witnesses, that left me bruised and hollowed out, but this one stayed and held its shape, a love that grew. Soft shadow. Time may pull us into daylight, ask us who we're meant to be, but some love isn't built on answers, it's built on honesty. If the world grows loud and restless, if my courage starts to thin, I'll remember how I found myself in the quiet we were in. It was a love that grew in soft shadow, still burning steady now, not a memory fading backward, but a truth I live somehow. If this life keeps changing seasons, if the light shifts what it shows, I'll carry who I became with you, from a love that grew. Soft shadows. Standing at the edge of myself, running low on reasons why. Every night felt longer than the last one, every truth half closed, half tried. I learned how to carry the silence
like it was all I could do. Then the world leaned in for a second, and that second was you. I didn't ask for understanding, didn't know what I would say, but something in the way you stayed right there made the weight begin to fade. It was a moment that saved me when the ground was giving way. Every fear I'd been believing lost its strength that day. No answers, no great revelation, just your hand reaching through. I found my breath, I found my way back. In a moment that saved me with you, you didn't try to fix the damage, didn't tell me who to be. You just looked at me like I was worth standing in the debris. Your voice was calm, your eyes were steady, like hope hadn't given in. And for the first time in a long while, I didn't feel like I was losing. I didn't know how close I was to break until I didn't have to hide. It was a moment that saved me when the night felt too long. All the doubts I'd been surviving started coming undone. I'd known love that came with conditions, that vanished when it hurt, but this one stayed inside the moment. A moment that saved me first. Time may test the strength I found there, try to pull me back again, but I remember who I was becoming in that quiet then. If the world grows sharp and restless, if my courage starts to shake, I'll return to that small true second that taught my heart to stay. It was a moment that saved me, and it still lives quietly. Not a miracle or a promise, just someone believing in me. If this life keeps moving forward, if the nights still try to break me, I'll carry who I learned to be. From a moment that saved me. I was carrying the weight of the evening, like tomorrow wasn't mine. Every dream felt half forgotten, every reason left behind. I learned how to walk through silence, like it was safer that way. Then you spoke my name so softly, and the dark began to sway.
I didn't know my heart was listening, still waiting underneath, till something gentle found its way to me and asked me just to breathe. It was a whisper full of hope, not loud enough to scare, just the sound of something honest, saying I'm still here. Every fear I'd been believing lost its hold on me. I felt the night start opening to a whisper full of hope. You never tried to fix the moment, never rushed what had to heal. You just stayed right in the quiet, letting truth begin to feel. Your hand rested close to mine, like it trusted where we stood. And suddenly the world felt wider, in a way I never thought it could. I didn't know how tired I was till the weight began to lift. It was a whisper full of hope in the calm between our breaths. All the nights I'd been surviving finally got some rest. I'd known love that came in thunder, left me cold and broke, but this one grew in patience, a whisper full of hope. Time may test what we've been given, try to dim the light we found, but some faith doesn't fade to silence. It learns how to stay around. If the world grows loud and restless, if my courage feels remote, I'll remember how my heart woke up to a whisper full of hope. It was a whisper full of hope that taught my heart to stay, not a promise sworn forever, just truth enough for today. If this life keeps moving forward, if the nights still feel unknown, I'll walk on warm by what I heard, in a whisper full of hope.
Left the party early that night. Too many voices, too much sound. The street was quiet like it knew us, like it wanted us us around. Your breath hung soft in the autumn air. I offered you my coat, and I noticed the moon above the rooftops, like it refused to let us go. I've been walking through my days distracted, never looking up. Then the sky leaned in so patiently, and everything slowed down. When the moon followed us down every empty street, every fear I'd been carrying fell at our feet. No plans written in the stars, no fate we had to trust. I just felt the night keep watch when the moon followed us. We talked about the lives behind us, not with regret, not with blame. Your laughter softened all the edges of the things I couldn't name. I saw my reflection in your eyes and didn't turn away. For the first time in a long while, I wanted the moment to stay. I didn't know how far I'd wandered till the night felt kind. When the moon followed us, every doubt grew small. All the nights I'd been surviving lost their hold. I'd known love that rushed the daylight, afraid of what it was, but this one lived inside the quiet. When the moon followed us, time may pull us into mornings, ask us who we're meant to be, but some nights refuse to fade away. They stay written quietly. If the world grows loud and restless, if my courage feels unjust, I'll remember who I was becoming. When the moon followed us, when the moon followed us, I became more than before. Not fearless, not unbroken, just open at the core. If this life keeps moving forward, if the sky forgets our touch, I'll carry how it felt to believe when the moon followed us. Not unbroken, just open at the core. If this life keeps moving forward, if the sky forgets our touch, I'll carry how it felt to believe when the moon followed us. We were tired of borrowed
borrowed sparks of lighting matches in the rain. Every love we tried before left us colder than the pain. We spoke in careful half-belief, like hope was something fragile, rare. Then you looked at me like staying was worth a dare. I've been chasing other flames that burned out just as fast, but something steady stirred between us, built to last. When we found our own fire, not the kind that blazes wild, but the kind that keeps you breathing through the longest miles. No borrowed heat, no borrowed light, just truth we couldn't deny. I learned what love was meant to be. When we found our own fire. We talked about the nights that shaped us, about scars we didn't choose. You didn't flinch at what you heard, you saw strength in every bruise. Your hand rested warm in mine, like it already knew. Some love doesn't need permission, just something true. I didn't know how safe it felt to stop bracing for the cold. When we found our own fire, every doubt burned clean. All the nights I'd been surviving faded in between. I'd known love that came in lightning, left the dark behind, but this one stayed and warmed my soul. When we found our own fire. Time may test the flame we carry, try to thin it down to smoke, but some fires aren't fed by passion, they're fed by hope. If the world grows sharp and restless, if the night feels long and wide, I'll remember how we stood our ground, side by side. When we found our own fire, I became more than before. Not fearless, not unbroken, just certain at the core. If this life keeps changing seasons, if the cold comes back again, I'll walk on warm by what we built. When we found our own fire. street was empty but for headlights blurring through the falling gray. You pulled your coat a little tighter, like the night had something to say. We didn't hurry toward shelter, didn't mind getting wet. Every drop felt like it mattered, like a moment we wouldn't forget. I've been running from
from the noise of living, from the weight of every name. But the world grew small and honest when we stood there in the rain. When we shared the quieted rain, and the city held its breath. Every fear I'd been carrying slipped off my chest. No thunder chasing answers, no need to explain. I learned how peace could feel when we shared the quiet rain. Your hand found mine like it remembered something I'd forgotten too. That love doesn't need a reason, it just needs something true. Water traced down your smile, street lights turned it into gold, and I felt my guarded heart give in to the warmth I couldn't hold. I didn't know how loud the world was till it finally went still when we shared the quiet rain. Every doubt washed clean, all the nights I'd been surviving, lost what they had been. I'd known storms that tore through promises, left nothing but the pain. But this one healed without a sound when we shared the quiet rain. Time may dry the streets between us, turn that night into before, but some moments leave their echo on every open door. If the world grows sharp and restless, if my courage feels restrained, I'll return to who I was becoming in the hush of falling rain. When we shared the quiet rain, I became more than before. Not fearless, not unbroken, just open at the core. If this life keeps changing weather, if the skies don't stay the same, I'll carry how it felt to believe when we shared the quiet rain.
Stood there like you knew the moment was heavier than words could be. I've been living 1 foot in tomorrow, 1 foot always ready to leave. I learned how to love in pieces, how to keep my hopes restrained. Then your eyes met mine with patience, and everything changed. You didn't ask me for an answer, didn't rush what I couldn't say.
You just held the space between us like it was already okay. When you reach for forever without asking for a sign, every fear I'd been protecting fell out of line. I've been bracing for the ending before the start could begin, but my heart stopped running when you reach for forever with me. We talked about the weight of living, about scars we didn't choose. You never flinched at what I carried, you just stayed and listened through. Your hand found mine like a promise, not spoken but understood. And I felt something settle inside me, like maybe I could. I didn't know how strong commitment was when it didn't raise its voice. When you reach for forever, every doubt grew still. All the nights I'd been surviving lost their will. I'd known love that chased the future, then feared what it might find. But this one lived in the moment when you reached for forever. In time, time may test what we're becoming, try to pull us apart again. But some choices don't need defending, they just hold when others bend. If the world grows loud and restless, if my courage starts to sever, I'll remember who I was becoming when you reach for forever. When you reach for forever, I became more than before. Not fearless, not unbroken, just certain at the core. If this life keeps changing seasons, if the road feels long and clever, I'll walk it knowing where I learned to stay. When you reach for forever. Restless breathing, neon fading into blue. We sat with nothing left to hurry, just the quiet and the truth. Your face was half lit by the window, streetlight tracing every line. I've been carrying the weight of living till your eyes met mine. I'd learned how to survive the darkness, call it strength, call it pride. But something broke and something healed when you smiled through the night. When you smiled through the night, every shadow slipped away. All the fears I'd been believing, didn't know what to say. No promises, Your laughter moved like gentle thunder, soft but strong enough to stay. We talked about the lives behind us, let the past fall where it lay. I saw myself reflected clearly in the calm you carried in, and even all my guarded questions stopped asking then. I didn't know how tired I was till I didn't have to hide. When you smiled through the night, every doubt lost its ground. All the noise I'd been living in felt quiet all around. I'd known love that burned too brightly, then vanished out of sight, but this one stayed and warmed my soul. When you smiled through the night. Time may pull us toward the morning, ask us who we're meant to be, but some moments don't belong to time, they live quietly in me. If the world grows loud and restless, if my courage starts to slide, I'll remember who I was becoming when you smiled through the night. When you smiled through the night, I became more than before. Not fearless, not unbroken, just open at the core. If this life keeps moving forward, if the dark returns in spite, I'll carry how it felt to believe when you smiled through the night.